Last time on The Fallen Returns, you all had arrived at Valendarel, the hometown for the professor. On trying to leave, you were accosted by a halfling cleric of Bahamut, Ari, childhood friend of Talmar, who was sent by Fioriel to come and aid her after she requested aid from the head of the Temple of Bahamut. You all start immediately making your way to the cave where she had asked for you all to meet her. The professor, unfortunately, being called away to do business with his family, unable to escape Drat. While you all were walking through the woods, it was all nice and shit until you got attacked by a horrifying wolf and some giant trees. After a encounter with them, you kick their asses in. Woo, the day was saved yet again by our fine group of adventurers, in which you came to the cave finding dried blood. After tracking the blood, you found a horrible aberration that had been slain by Fioriel. Finding her in a rather sorry-looking state, she showed you that she had indeed found Ilalina, the legendary lost city, which you have currently seen. After a while, she talked to you and created a sort of hole in the wall, home in the wall, inviting you in. Connor went out one last time to look upon the city, reflect upon what its meaning, and then we were closing for the night, and that is where we're starting back up again. Connor is now staying outside, a little bit wary of Fioriel. After what's gone on, hard to blame him. The night goes by without really too much incident. You all have food, your own rooms. Mirai is sleeping with Ari, and they're exchanging stories of, one time I had this heart of bacon. It was so big. It was bigger than me.
Was it honey bacon and like really cured really well and delicious and crispy?
It was smoked bacon. It was so nice. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna eat bacon like the entire night and share.
And morning arrives, and I believe, Corin, you were the first one up?
Yes, I wanted to, if it was possible, to step outside the door around dawn so I could pray while the sun rises.
You do, and the sun reflects off of the lost city, the city of sacrifice. Let me put on the proper music.
I'd like to get up and pray too.
So you get up and pray. You both reflect as dawn comes up over the mountains. You watch it glitter and gleam over the quiet city. After a while, you all come back in, and finding Fioriel is tending to the hearth. There's already tea being brewed, food being cooked.
I'm just gonna give Mariah a look like, what's on? Who's on? Eating competition!
Who made the food?
Fioriel, who's standing by the hearth tending to it as she's making some scrambled eggs at the moment, as she's drinking a cup of tea. She has dark bags under her eyes. She looks a little bit tired even after what seems to be a full night's rest.
I'm going to go over to her and kind of gesture to the pot or to the pan of scrambled eggs. Do you want me to take over that? You look kind of exhausted.
No, it's fine. I like little things like this. It's something with my hands while my mind wanders.
I wanted to ask you something.
Anything?
I've been thinking about our adventure and everything that's been going on and how it all started. I've been thinking a lot about Ghent. I didn't know him for very long, but he was a good man, and I felt a kinship towards him. I wanted to know, I don't know, something from his past, I guess, something about him that I didn't know.
He was a good man. Entirely too smart for his own good. Got him in trouble more often than not. He very much liked how the Greenbrier handled things rather than the Arcana. He loved knowledge for the sake of knowledge. He loved sharing it. He would talk your ear off if you let him. I think I was one of the only people who'd let him talk the whole play. He would invent things. Nothing warlike. It was always warm and comforting, like this. He made this when we went adventuring so we could have a place to stay. So even when you're far away from home, you really aren't that far away. It was wonderful. He invented magical musical boxes. He worked on toys. He was a joyful man. I've never met anyone like him, and I doubt I will ever again.
I am sad that I was unable to help him in the end. I would have liked to know him.
He sacrificed himself to make sure that you all escaped. He saw within you a light, a promise for the future. That speaks volumes to both him and to you all. That's part of the reason why I've given everything to help you all. Gent believed in you. I believe in you. He sacrificed himself to keep you safe. And so should I.
No, I don't want any of that talk. We're all going to get out of this alive together.
It
Look,
is the...
Go sit down. I'll take care of this. I move her. I push her away from the eggs.
You are definitely a father. Thank you. And I want for all of us to come back alive, to be able to go home at the end of all this. But I am not so naive to think that things won't happen. It is war, and I have been around long enough to know what war can do. But I will pray that we all make it home safely. She'll take her tea and pat you on the shoulder and go sit down. And I have 600 million whispers at once.
As she walks away, I say, as she walks away, I say, that I do pray every day that we make out of this.
I yell, "Don't burn my eggs, please."
Do you like?
I'm a father, my dear. I don't burn eggs. I'm a fucking professional.
I
Thank
would
you.
beg to argue. My father burnt my eggs every single time he tried to cook. That's why we never let him anywhere near the kitchen.
I walk in and I put the bag of holding down on a table somewhere, and I take out the healing.
Mike, you went really robot for me, and I lost you.
Superior. So I say, all right, these aren't going to do us much good in this bag, so we better hand these out now before we go in deeper into whatever shit is going to be in this city.
We lost you in the very beginning, Mike, but I think I got the gist of what you were saying.
He's giving out bags of the potion in the bag of holding.
Yeah, we've got 5 greater, 2 superior potions in the bag of holding.
I totally didn't get it at all.
Ooh, that love letter to Gil might be really useful too.
Well, I have 4 standard healing potions.
I've got one greater, and I'm a little hardier than the rest of you all, so you piss them out among yourselves.
Yeah, I got a greater to superior. I'm perfectly fine. I can heal myself if need be as well.
I have to superior, and I'm very healthy.
Well, I mean, if no one's going to take it, I guess I'll keep them. But
How many do we have again? We have
5 greater and 2 superior.
I'll take 3 greater.
All right.
I'll take 1 superior if no one wants it.
Tally, can I have a word outside, please?
Absolutely.
I'm taking him outside. Oh, wait, that sounds
Outside.
really dodgy. I'm taking him outside.
Old Yeller time.
Yeah.
You all.
The Hobbit sends his regards.
I can defend myself.
It wasn't me this time. You do notice that, Connor, are you still out there, or you have gone?
Nope, I'm not going into that death house.
Do
So
we see
you're-
him?
That's what I was wondering. Do they see you when they come out?
Oh, I'm not making any motions to hide where I'm just sitting at the mouth of the cave, just waiting.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Talmar away from Connor then. Just be like, hi, we're going for a walk this way. Bye.
I'm
Dude,
just
they're gonna go
following.
make out. Gross.
Ew, that's disgusting.
No,
Um,
just no.
You'll not always say that.
so I'm a little scared that I might die. So I haven't exactly been honest with you about things.
Okay. Well, what's going on?
The Hobbit sends his regards. I'll stop you! Kidding.
That's not funny, Ari.
That is
That's
totally
really
not funny.
It's not actually funny now.
It's fucking hilarious.
You guys aren't there. Hush.
I hate you, Charles.
Ari's not my full name.
Okay.
It's Ariana. And then I lean up and I whisper in his ear something.
That is so not fair. I want to know what it is.
I put it in roll 20.
Yeah.
And then I just touch you and go, and that's your death word for the day. Okay, I'm gonna go and talk over there now. Bye.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too, Ari.
As Ari runs back off, at this point, Telmar and Connor, being in the cave, you feel this swirl of magic start to manifest a little bit downwards of the cave, and you see the sort of light in front of the door start to flicker, stronger and stronger and stronger as the magic starts to manifest.
I'm gonna assume it's something bad and unsheath my sword.
As you do, you watch as there is this pop of energy, and before there, you see the professor.
Oh, put the sword
Uh,
down, Talmar.
uh,
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm jumpy right now, and I sheath
Really, we don't have time for this. Where's Furiel?
inside. Connor, were you outside all night?
Yes,
He's still
I-
outside.
How did you
Yes.
sleep? On a rock? I mean, I've done it before, but you know,
He's from Talren. They all sleep on rocks.
You're not there.
you're not there.
I'm wherever I want to move.
I mean,
Corin,
I
who you
slept on
talking-
hard stone, you know, but that's because I punished myself, you know, religious thing and all that. No, I'm just kidding. I've never done that.
That was
Well-
not in the training, sir.
I
That
did
I've
sleep on the
got-
ground, but that was more of a being a poor farmer's kid than anything else.
Well, that I've got 2 of you here. I want to share my suspicions, especially with you, Professor. I don't believe Fieriel is being entirely truthful. This is my suspicions. This may be me being paranoid with everything that's gone wrong lately. But I'm not really willing to look this in the buy this at face value. There's just things that aren't adding up.
Like what?
Like her refusal to take any help. She's one of the linchpins in our plan. Why would she expose herself such in such a way? The fact she didn't answer the sending stone when she was clearly... I'm just not willing to expose myself at this moment on this.
Those are valid concerns. Perhaps you should speak to Furiel about them.
What happened?
What do you mean?
Well, since I've been gone.
Oh, there was this wolf thing. It spat acid at everyone. Then we killed it, and then we met Furiel, and there was like a burned dead body. It's probably somewhere in the cave somewhere. And then we went and slept in her mansion. Except for Connor, he slept inside the cave, in the cold. They didn't even start a fire, from what I can tell.
It's not the first time I've slept rough, it won't be the last.
I guess.
Right, well...
That's the short version.
What do you suppose we... How do you suppose we approach this, then?
Well, right now we're trying that seal... According to Furiel, this portal seal thing, which is holding that Mount Dragon, is breaking, and she's going to reseal it. So we need to help her do that. And I don't know how I feel about that, because what if the seal breaks and it comes out and then it eats us? I mean, but that's what we're doing anyways.
Sorry, guys, I got my food here, so I was like...
That's okay.
Starving.
That's fine. No problemo. Just imagine the professor just like sitting there, just like shaking his head, like this is the worst description of what's going on ever.
Well, let's get down to the bottom of this.
Well, Furiel's inside if you want to come with, because there's breakfast in there. Connor, do you want me to take breakfast out? I'm sure that I'll test it first to make sure it's not poison.
You enjoy your meal. I'll be waiting.
I'm gonna kind of roll my eyes at that, and I'll go back in, and I will prepare a plate for him.
I'm eating everything in sight.
Oh, Marai's going to town on the Mountain of Bacon. It's almost like Furiel knows, or has a sneaking suspicion, that the little fairy dragon that talks about bacon might want a lot of it. So, who's going back inside?
I'm gonna go back inside. I'm gonna prepare a plate of food for Connor, and then head back outside.
You do that.
It's poison, we all die. But no, not really.
No, it's actually pretty good.
Nom 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 nom.
I eat happily.
I can cure poison on myself, so I'm not too fussed if it's poison.
Did Professor come into the tent, or into that?
Yes, I came in.
Well, I hope you didn't get too bogged down in whatever family stuff you got going on.
I'm afraid it's impossible not to. We'll talk about it at a later date. We don't have time for it now, but it's not the best situation.
I don't think it's ever the best situation for us, really.
Well, no, it doesn't ever seem to go right, and I'm starting to get a little tired of it. Thank you very much. No, is that food, if you don't mind?
Of course, Professor. Please, make yourself at home. I have tea brewing.
Yes, Furiel, I'm afraid that everyone seems to have a problem with you, and so we're going to discuss that now.
I don't have a problem with Furia.
Everyone's
I don't
safe.
have a
I would
problem.
smell it if she was evil, to be honest.
That's
Like,
weird.
Not be hungry. I'd be quiet. You know exactly what I mean.
Yeah, I do. You're right. I'm sorry.
Who has a problem with Furiel?
Well, there appears to be some questions. I just want to get a framework on what has been happening around here, and we all need to be honest with each other. Sorry, I'm just really hungry.
Here's a
I also
Pop
have
Tart.
some of my bacon. You can have some of mine. Hello.
Well, if there are problems, I would love to resolve them before we head down to the city. I don't want anybody uncomfortable.
Fioria, why do you refuse help?
Because I am a stubborn old fool. We could have... Ghent would have agreed with that. I am stubborn to a fault. I prefer to travel alone on my own. I work faster and safer that way. I don't wish to risk anybody else while I am moving about.
I don't mean to be rude, Furiel, but the way we found you, it doesn't seem like it was much safer for you.
I took care of myself. The beasts are dead.
Right.
If my inability to accept help is the reason why you are uncomfortable, I apologize.
I'm afraid that the stress of the situation and what we're under, we are all wary of things that are not what they appear to be. That is, I believe that is the root of this problem, and it might not be more than that. But I fear that a skepticism in us has grown to a little bit more of paranoia.
I completely understand with what you all are dealing with, what we are dealing with. It's understandable, the caution, especially after what happened. I do not want you all to feel as if you have to be wary or cautious, and whatever I can do to remedy this, I will do so. But I understand, and it does not hurt my feelings to think that you all don't trust me.
It hurts
I will-
mine.
Oh,
You don't know what we've been through, little one. It's been... Connor himself was betrayed under some shady circumstances. It's hard for on all of us, but I trust you, Fioria.
believe me when I say that I have dedicated everything to helping you all, and I will die to see you all safe. I hope not, but the work you do, the path you walk, is more important than me. And sometimes war demands sacrifices. And I understand that sometimes I will have to be the pawn. And if it comes time for me to make the sacrifice, I will do so. Ghent died for you all. I will do so if called to.
We don't need more people dying for us.
I'm going to do my very best not to die. I'm not saying I'm suicidal. Please. I have not made it to the age I have without being smart about things. But whatever I can do to allay your fears, I will do so.
Thank you, Fioria. It's really good.
What if we both become over?
Now I want eggs, damn it.
Wow. It was like a little, like, you just, it was almost like in Jaws, when you see, like, her head just pop up over the side of the table to grab at the bacon before slowly sinking back down.
We're gonna need a bigger pan.
God damn it.
Mike, take DM inspiration.
You bastard.
A Lamau.
Good lord.
I can't. I've lost the ability to can.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I think we're just putting off the inevitable at this point. We need to go investigate the city and see what's in the rest of the cave.
I agree. How do we want to approach this? Do we want to be trying to be silent and stealthy, or
The castle is completely empty as it's been. The the portal. If we go through the castle to the Undercroft, there is a passageway that leads to a portion of a nearby mountain. That is where the portal has been sitting. It is apparently not a portal to the Shadowfell proper. The reason why there were so many sacrifices was that they used the sacrifices to fuel a spell to imprison this dragon in a pocket dimension forged from the Shadowfell so that he would not contaminate anything else. It has been sealed for millennia with little to no problem, but there's something from the inside trying to weaken the seal enough. I've only caught glimpses of it. It has been skulking out of my sight and out of my senses. But as far as I know, the beast, that thing, is still imprisoned, asleep, deep within the pocket dimension itself. If we work fast and we work quick, we should be able to seal it again without him knowing, without him waking.
In that case, I think
It's poking at the for me.
I do have a question. What was the thing that you killed in the cave? That was that another wolf thing?
Yes, it looked like something twisted and dark. It was supposedly a bear, but if it
Was it a
spat,
werber?
gods no, werebears I can deal with. That spat acid and darkness.
Something tells me we should move quickly then, because something tells me Demorial's behind that thing.
yes, the wolf version that we fought specifically mentioned its mistress,
Yeah.
which we know is Demorial's.
Monica?
Yes.
And if she's operating here, and they know they obviously know we and you are here, they're going to be coming here.
Demorial, I fear, is coming in contact and calling more and more to her. She is gaining strength. So I agree, we must work quickly. We will deny Baal Amon his mount.
Because I don't fancy fighting that thing with a mount.
I don't fancy fighting him at all.
They sealed him for a reason, as they sealed away Baal Amon. This thing was near demigod when he was free. I do not doubt we could possibly take him in a weakened state, but I would rather just seal it away. But if we must bring light down upon it, then we shall do so.
One thing we must not do, if it does break through, we must not let it out, no matter what.
I agree.
It does not leave this cave, no matter what.
What is it exactly?
Julie, you keep cutting out for me?
Yeah, for me too.
Yeah.
Kyle's been doing that for me.
Really?
No.
Really, I hear Kyle.
Do we know what kind of like
that
damage? Yes.
Maybe turn me up. I'm not kind of talking quietly.
Do we know what kind of things that this dragon could potentially do? Like, is it acidy or cold or fire or lightning?
It is a shadow dragon. It breathes death.
That's just wonderful.
Tell me about it. It is twisted. I believe in life it started out as some form of chromatic, which one I cannot tell. But ages beyond memory spent in the Shadowfell have twisted it from what it was. Matters not.
So we should probably not cast inflict wounds on it.
I would definitely recommend nothing necrotic.
That's good to know. I didn't prepare it today because I thought
I
Death
stopped
Ward was
using
better.
necrotic a long time ago.
Do you find that whenever you face anything and then you use it and then they come back and they're like, haha, you just healed me, and then you're like, I hate you?
That happens
You know this
literally
all too
every
well,
time.
unfortunately.
Every time I use it. That's why I don't use it anymore.
That's why I use radiant damage, because radiant damage demons don't like.
Speaking of which, I need to look at my spells and make sure I have everything prepared that I want it prepared.
I think I've got everything. I was gonna learn Beacon of Hope today because I feel like everyone needs hope.
like
I have that too
Hope.
if you don't want to cast it.
I have it too if you don't want to cast it.
Cool, we're all set. Maybe I won't take it then.
I will take it. I'm not very good at the hitting of things. I'm very good with standing the hits, just not the hitting. It's really gross, you guys.
Yeah, I was always the more smashy one.
That's why I have Toma.
Exactly.
He is tall.
And smashy.
Tall and
Smashy's good.
smashy. I'm small and healy. I do know Flame Strike though.
Alright, fuck it, we gotta go. We're procrastinating again.
Yeah, let's get going.
Yes.
Oh, well, then I shall lead you to the portal. And then she has everybody exit, and as you all exit, she goes and grabs the handle, twists it, and the magic starts to root into the doorknob, in which she places into a bag by her side.
That's so fucking cool.
Kent was an intelligent man.
He was a good drinker too.
You were saying something, Mike?
The door closing thing. So sorry. But I say I touch the earring, and I tell Connor, we're gonna make a beeline for the portal under the castle. So we're out of the. I don't know if you can see us or not, but I still tell him. Say all that.
I can hear you too.
I can hear you too.
I can hear you too.
We all hear each other, yeah?
Perfect.
Why are they all yelling?
I didn't know if you could see the door that we came out of.
Yep.
Well, now you know. Perfect.
Alright, let's
Is
go,
he
guys.
always that grumpy? Just asking.
Yeah, at least he's not striking matches off me today.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
I think it's been a while for that, actually.
I don't think the adamantine strikes matches very well.
I go down to the city. I wait for everyone to follow me.
All right, Corin, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace back here. Good luck.
Okay. Wait, I'll come back.
All right, and then I cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
She's grabbing papers and rolling dice. That's a boat.
Dude, this is actually pretty good for me. Wow. Oh, God. I broke
Oh,
it.
you're fucking kidding me.
I'm just gonna try and feed Gawain as we go.
So I'm officially sorry.
Did you roll a natural one?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of us that hopefully won't fail.
Well, I mean, I have a 7, so technically that's an 18, but it's still a natural 1. So,
Well, it seems as though most everybody seems to have scored very well, so. Wait, is that 26 before the 10, Mike?
For me, no, that's after.
Oh, you sweet summer children. Okay. So Fioriel takes the lead as you all walk from where you are in the cave to the cave mouth. The sun having risen a bit more, illuminating this ancient city that has sat quiet, unheard, unseen, and forgotten for so long. You all find a path and walk down from where the cave mouth is, leading down to this valley in between a fork in the mountain range. You approach, and the city seems completely untouched. Things have decayed over the ages, but it seems that in places there are still things that look like if only someone was there. You find...
I'm going to keep my ranger eyes open just in case for any sign of anything, of tracks, or recent activity.
Roll survival for me.
All right, let's see. Survival. 24.
Okay, the only recent tracks you see seem to be Fioriel's, because as you walk, you see that her tracks match the ones that have been walking around here. But it is quiet. So achingly quiet here. You can see pottery still standing, as if waiting for someone to pick it up. She leads you to the castle proper, and it stands vaulted above you, stretching up to the heavens as if in prayer. She leads you through the front door, which she has left cracked open, and inside there is layers of dust everywhere. For the most part, tapestries still hang on the wall, if not a little bit molded over. All the furniture seems to be here, if not a little bit more decayed. It seems true that no one has been here in ages because there's been no looting. Everything is still in its place, as it has for millennia. You all are led through the castle, the open hallways, the marble floors catching your footfall, echoing it off the ceiling. She leads you downstairs till you get to an undercroft, where you start to see what seems to be where the rulers of the city buried their dead. Bones and tombs, the lives of which have been completely forgotten by time. People whose stories have been erased. Who they were, it's hard to tell. But you walk past them as you go further and further down. Eventually, there seems to be a doorway that was left cracked open. And she pushes it open. As you can see, there's writing on the door. Anybody who's trained in Arcana can roll?
Please.
Yes. No. Natural one.
Oh, jeez. That's 2 already.
Oh my lord.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, you're kidding me? I have a +10. That's a 13.
Oh my god.
That die is fired?
Herp derp, it might be magic, yo. I changed
Well-
to the Janora dice.
We're all kind of distracted.
It is very distracting in here. There is a weight to this place. It's not evil. It is this sort of overarching sense of melancholy. Of you can tell the price that was paid and the way that everything sits hollow, lonely, as if waiting for anyone to come back to call this place home once more. You all look at the door and you see ancient carved magical symbols on it. There's also writing in Elvish, which anybody who speaks Elvish can see, and it is called The Way of the Shadow. And she leads you down what seems to be a roughly hewn corridor. And in quiet, you walk for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. The only light seems to be coming from a drift globe that she brings up and out, and that slowly orbits her head as she pushes you all further and further in. And you start to notice it at first as you draw what you think is closer to the final destination. The shadows grow longer, the darkness is deeper. There is a sense of dread that starts ice cold in your belly before climbing up, vertebrae by vertebrae, up your spine with claws. It's awful. It is dark. And when you look at the shadows cast by the drift globe, they seem to almost stare back at you. And it's hard in the moment when you look at these shadows to ever think there is anything like the sun. Eventually, it opens up into a large, cavernous room. And set against one wall, you see what seems to be a tear in the fabric of reality. You see shadows ebb and move. You see glimpses of a plane beyond your own. And the darkness here is almost alive. And it moves. And it shies away from whatever light you all are carrying. You are now staring into a portal to the Shadowfell.
This isn't right. This shouldn't be here.
Abomination.
This is a place of light, not darkness.
Will be.
Well, then let's do something about it, for crying out loud.
This must be sealed, I agree, Professor.
I can
Sure.
seal it. I need time. I need people to watch my back.
Well, we're good at that.
I understand you will have reservations. I am putting my life in your hands. I will give this all my all as I work to reinforce the seals. God, I wish Brennus was here.
I do too.
He is busy with the Dawnwood at the moment.
Do you know what's happening there?
I talked to him yesterday. You are not the only ones who have communication to me. Brennus he has one of the other ones. And the head of the monastery at the Temple of Bahamut in Sharloon is a personal friend of mine. He had one, he gave it to Ari. I was talking to Brennus. The darkness there, he's having horrible dreams. He worries their visions of darkness slowly engulfing the Dawnwood, slowly engulfing the Empire.
It's Gregor. I know it in my heart. It's Gregor.
We will see to this. I will see to this after I am done reinforcing the walls. But as you're talking, I need everybody to roll perception for me.
Oh
Nice
my
roll.
god, Professor.
Natural 20 also.
That's a 6.
24.
This is why you also have me. You do the smashy and I do the perceiving.
Yeah,
I tell you where to smash.
it's very true. Despite having elf eyes, they're not very good.
Halfling guys are much better.
I agree.
Corin, you got a nat 20.
Yes, instead of the professor.
Professor, Corin, you notice it first, before anybody else can. There's movement in the portal beyond. It's hard to tell. There's so many shadows there. They walk, they move, but this one moves differently. You catch it
Furiel.
first. There is... moves. Darkness, thick, dark, black shadows. At first you think it is shadows until you see gleams of light coming from this room into the portal, and you notice their eyes, and they are staring at you all. And there is a voice that rumbles out from the seal, from the portal.
Oh dear.
More sacrifices, I wonder. Or are you here to seal it like she is? There is a sudden boom, and you feel this tremor, and you watch as bits of rock fall from the cavern head above. Furiel immediately runs over to the side, magic at her fingertips. She starts weaving as you see her magic intertwine, and all of a sudden, in sharp, brilliant silver relief, you see wards flare up around the portal, coming to life. This is the ancient seal that was placed to keep this thing closed, and she works and is pouring her magic into reinforcing them. The voice echoes, "Are you here to seal us away too?"
Well, yes, of course. Why else would we be here?
There is no stopping this. He will rise again and go to his master's side.
Not
You're
on
wrong.
my watch.
We've got the light of Bahamut and Pellar on our side.
He is darkness incarnate. He is the Shadow Song, the Sun Eater. My ancestor will rise again. It matters not what you do. You will all fall into darkness. Boom! Once more, the cavern rocks. And you watch as Fioriel sets her feet, digging her heels in, her fingers weaving, and her voice coming out cracked, pained. I do not know if I can stop him from entering, but I can reinforce the wards so that the other one cannot get through. Please!
Can I try and help Furiel at all with the wards?
Make an Arcana check.
Using DM
With advantage.
inspiration. Okay. Oh, okay. With advantage. All right.
With
well, that's
advantage.
fine.
Because this is... What she's doing
Hmm.
is a type of magic you have not seen before.
Okay.
This is abjuration magic beyond anything you've ever seen before. You don't know if you can be of help to her without constantly asking her what she's doing and how to aid her.
Damn it.
The best thing you all can do for me is if anything comes out to beat it back, to kill it.
Nothing will get past me, Furiel. Just seal that damn thing.
I'm working on it. Her teeth are now bared in a snarl as she starts weaving magic further and further. You watch as this bright silver starts to reinforce the wards. Boom! Once more. You see this gigantic head of a dragon start to peer out. You all will be the first to fall in the new reign.
You know, all your other people have said that too. We're not falling. Can I hit it with something?
You can certainly try.
Oh, fuck. I like the clearing of the throat.
I cast a fireball at its head because you said it poked its head out.
It's right on the other side of the portal.
Oh, well,
Did you say there was another figure?
Yes, the figure has now shown itself as the head of a shadow dragon.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like a smaller one about to enter the portal. Okay, never mind.
I cast
As the
fireball
gnome say,
into
go
the portal.
suck a dick.
And there is another boom. You shoot the fireball through the portal.
Oh,
You watch
that sounds
as the
bad.
wards buckle and waver.
Don't do that.
As the fireball goes through, you watch as it hits the dragon, but doesn't seem to be a direct hit. You watch as it illuminates, and suddenly you're staring at this massive frame of a dragon. And in that moment, as the words waver, you hear Fioriel scream as she tries to quickly force them back up. But you watch as this form starts to shove itself through the portal, inch by inch, clawing its way from the Shadowfell into the material plane.
I run up and start attacking it, I guess.
It pulls itself through, which it was to be fair to Dustin, it was pulling itself through, or starting to when he did the fireball. So he got in the first strike.
Yay.
And as that happens, you watch as this towering, sinuous figure of darkness, of shadow, of everything that is wrong, of everything that you're standing up against comes into frame. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need you to roll initiative.
Okay, so I was
Well,
typing you
fuck.
as you
Okay.
said that. I was going to down a potion of speed right when
Yeah,
And
you
I
guys
was
can do
doing that.
one thing before battle.
Okay, cool.
I'm drinking my potion of
Woo.
fire breathing.
I am.
Because of
taking-
course I am.
I'm throwing up Shield of Faith.
I cast not daylight. I already cast daylight. I cast divine protection on the professor. The professor, you get 15 hit points.
And I'm targeting myself
15
with that.
temporary hit point.
I get how many?
15 10.
Oh, okay. I still have that in there from last time, so I'll just leave that there.
Motherfucker. I hate chromatic dragons.
Oh my god, I can't roll above a 10 tonight.
This
What
is
the
fine.
fuck?
This is fine. This is fine.
I have a mechanics question for everyone. Does casting a spell from a scroll still use like the normal rules? Like if it's a concentration spell, I still have to concentrate on it.
Why am I still using roll 20?
I would
I
think
don't
so,
think
yeah.
so.
Because you're casting the spell.
Just from a source, right? It's not like
Yeah.
okay.
So you're casting the spell, so you still need to maintain the spell.
Right. Okay. Well, I was just asking because I have that scroll of fly, which is concentration, but every ranger spell was a concentration spell also.
Yep.
So you
So,
would
I was
only be
just
able to fly.
wondering. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this
actually,
music's like it.
it's epic. Also, fuck.
Uh-huh.
I did not want to fight a chromatic dragon
This
today.
looks like a Doom level. It's fucking awesome.
It does look like a Doom level. Well, if Doom guy was here, it'd be just fine. Just saying.
We would. Snicket, can I have a BFG?
We'll see what's in the dragon heart after you kill it.
I'd settle up for just Doom guy with the pistol. it'd be
Morgan?
so fine.
Are you still-
Snicker, could you add me to the
I am.
Okay. Are you not in there, darling? I got you. There.
Question.
Yes, dear.
That the liney thing, is that the shadow fell beyond it, or is that just like, and here's a nice room for you to fight in?
This is what I was considering, because I couldn't find a map exactly how I wanted to use it, so I found this, and I'm like, fuck it. So the Shadowfell thing would be right here. I'm gonna
Okay,
mark it on your map.
Okay, so if we move closer, we're not gonna jump into the Shadowfell by accident.
that was essentially my question. Is like,
Yeah, as long as you don't go to this point, you guys are good.
Can you get us any like glimpse of his scales, like it's a red and black gradient or something?
You
Or is
do
it just
have
all
the
black?
you do have the daylight spell up.
I do have the daylight spell up.
You were on there.
There's two ones.
That was my bad because I didn't see her. All right. Holy shit!
Natural 20.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What?
Oh, you
Yay,
gonna
I get to go
fuck this guy
last
shit up.
again.
What? I know. I was.
Hey
being-
Chris, what's Corin's dex again? I'm at 14.
Mine's
You do it by a modifier.
Yeah, I'm at
Mine's- mine's +3.
Okay, you go first then.
All right. Top of the order, Connor.
All right, then we're gonna click the boots of speed. Oh shit!
Out of range.
So are
It doesn't
you
matter. I down the
quite
potion of
nimble?
haste.
Oh, okay.
I'd be moving at. So I've got 40 speed.
What the fuck, Charles?
So 160 movement.
Don't accidentally run it. He's got to go fast. He's like Sonic the Hedgehog
You
over
know.
here.
Okay, you know what, motherfucker? Disadvantage for that.
Just do some laps.
Don't accidentally run into the portal though.
Ari says you're welcome.
So all I'm imagining in my head is just taking off into like this blur of just like dust and shit kicking up as I charge this thing.
This is gonna have some physical effect on your body.
Yep, you know, it's just gonna be like warp speed, and then my lungs are gonna be behind me as I.
You just vibrate out of existence for going too fast.
Yep. Alrighty then. So as we get in this thing's face, we got 3 attacks plus 11 to hit, and watches none of these hit.
I believe.
That's a 17.
Does not hit.
That's a 15.
Does not hit.
Oh my fucking god.
That's a 15. Dice jail.
Oh my god.
Alrighty.
That's a good start.
Oh, sure.
Can I
Good.
just say
That's
really quick that I would love to have that image of the dragon coming out while we're all shouting insults at it, and the dragon is Snicket drawn. It's got cat ears.
Meow.
Gary the snail.
Thank you.
Is it tied to you?
Oh.
Is it tied to you now?
Yes. Thank you, Sticky.
You guys behave and get back in line.
I was like, delete. Why have I killed myself?
Actually, can we get a chance to like spread out just a little tiny
Yeah, you
bit?
guys can spread out. I would say not. There, you guys can like, as long as you stay within the nice stone area.
Got little legs. I'm totally ahead of everyone.
Up into the Shadowfell.
Some hand reaches in and pulls you back in.
Blink.
I also need backup on the turn order. I'm sorry. The worst.
I love you, Christina. You're good. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Connor?
Except just fuck. Nope, I'm good.
Corin, it is your turn.
Alright. What the fuck am I gonna do? I haven't even thought about it yet. But I guess first off I'm gonna move into the room. Now I'm gonna take a look at my spell sheet, kill this bug on my screen. Alright. I'm gonna just, fuck. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on it at 3rd level. No,
Alright.
wait, not 3rd level, 2nd level.
Alright, roll an attack.
That's, modified 20 to hit.
That just hits.
Oh shit.
You rolling your damage?
I am. Yes, I'm on push to talk right now.
Okay, because you go really quiet. I'm like, oh, god damn it. Is this Discord doing this shit now too?
11, 12, 15, 16 points of radiant damage, and the next person who attacks them gets advantage.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yes. I meant to cast Protection from Evil on Connor, but whoops. He's too far away now.
It is what it is.
Fuck. I need
Anything else?
to save my spells, so I'm not gonna do anything with my bonus action.
Alright. Kel, it's your turn.
Alright, for a bonus action, I go into a fucking rage. And then we're gonna use my full action to get up here, and then we're just gonna hang out because I don't want to burn my action surge yet. So that is my turn.
It's its turn. Fuck.
On count 20,
No.
you watch
The
as
music changed too.
this darkness that followed this dragon out goes and it starts to spread into where the daylight spell was. And you watch as it devours it completely
What?
and dispels it.
How is that possible?
Layer actions, they're fun.
But it's magical darkness.
Yes, it is.
If it succeeds the level of the daylight spell, your
How is
daylight
that how that
spell
works?
is nom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so Mike, what's Arendir's modifier?
It's me. Because I'm down at the bottom.
You're I'm sorry, I'm a fucking failure. It's your turn.
Why did you fuckers all move away? You all assholes, though. I've got little legs.
Snicker said you could have done one thing.
I don't think
Before we
Growth
started.
Follower's that thing.
Let's see. You're within range, you're within range. You're just in range. Okay. So, Ari's gonna cast Beacon of Hope.
No.
So, essentially, any creatures within 30 feet of me get disadvantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws and regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. So that's Talmor, Corin, Arendir, Rael, and the Professor.
What do I get?
Advantage on death saving throws and wisdom saving throws, and if anybody heals you, you get the maximum number of hit points.
Only if you stay within
30.
reach of her. It's not, you don't get to choose.
Yeah.
Oh, so is
It's
it
an
30
aura.
foot radius from me? Oh, okay, cool.
It's an aura, yeah.
I can put an audio on me. Yay, I've never had to do that. Yay.
Tide likes to cast that one, which makes Rhea a very happy camper because then she just goes, I'm casting this, and Charles hates it.
So I'm gonna cast that, and then I think I'm okay because nobody's been injured yet. So that's it. That's my turn for now. Thank you. Apart from I'm just gonna give him what the gnomish call the bird,
Okay.
and then
Arendir,
ask
it's your turn.
Bahamut to forgive me.
Oh, no cinnamon roll, you're okay.
All right. As a bonus action, I cast Hunter's Mark on him, and then I'm just gonna shoot him twice. And I think I have advantage on this first one, right? Because no one's attacked him yet from the guiding bolt.
Yep.
Yay!
Oh.
Okay, so apparently I'm not hearing Mike now. That's fun.
R.I.P. Jolie.
I'm gonna refresh.
That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. That is 12 points, 18 total on the first one.
Okay. And you can also colossally slay him.
Is he below? Is someone hit
Yeah,
him?
because of the guiding bolt.
Oh yeah, the guiding bolt. Oh, that's right. I was just gonna do it on the second one, but I forgot I could do it already. Hey, that's another 8.
Breath weapon incoming.
Alright,
Nah, that's me. I'm just checking how good we are on a cone.
and then the second one is 27 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. And I'm just gonna blow the like bow thing also.
Okay.
Well, first it is another 18 piercing.
Okay.
Plus 13 cold fire, lightning, thunder, or whatever the element stuff is.
Heart.
Yeah.
Captain Planet.
Nice.
Oh god.
Heart was the worst power.
Oh man, that's what makes the
Um,
work.
After this stream, Chris, I'm going to fight you on that because I need to explain to you what the power of heart could do and why he's the best.
I am with you on this, Dustin.
He could have mind controlled everybody. He could have been evil. Like he literally had
Yeah,
all
no,
the
that-
power. The heart was all the power. Sorry.
Yeah, he could have been like a freaking evilton. It makes you lose your free will.
Evilton.
Okay, that's my turn.
It's his turn.
I love you guys.
Incoming breath weapon.
You're a breath weapon.
Incoming necrotic damage.
You're necrotic damage.
Shut it!
Incoming teleport away.
Kel, you get an attack of opportunity.
I want a
fuck.
attack of
Yeah.
opportunity.
He likes you too much to leave you!
He actually
He hit
sees
you
me
with
as not
his
as a
tail.
threat because I swung 3 times and missed.
That is a modified 20.
Hits.
That is 16.
Morgan, you got cut off, so I got 16, but that was it.
Morgan.
She got dropped again.
Dropped out of the Discord.
16 slashing. 5 fire. Okay.
And I'm back apparently because my phone hates me. So awesome.
Got that? Alright, let me see. Awesome. I need
Son of a
everybody
bitch.
to roll a wisdom saving throw because
Okay,
before I
Drag-
forget.
Ari,
Dragon
you're
fear.
within 10 feet of me, so you get +4 to your roll as well.
So Ari gets a plus.
Is this fear?
And I get
This
advantage.
is fear. This is dragon fear.
I'm immune!
Everybody within 30 feet of me gets advantage.
Thank you.
So I have advantage on this. Wisdom
Yes.
saving throw.
No, it's worse.
I did pretty well.
Do I
I'm
get
rolling
that?
absolute shit tonight.
Well, I hope the DC is 15.
Me too.
Not that I'm gonna
Okay.
go near it anyway.
Let's see. Aaron Deere fails. Kel fails. Professor fails. Rael fails.
Yes!
Oh my
Ari,
god, you guys!
Corin and Telmar make it, and
Yes!
Connor is immune. As
Oh shit!
the weight of what you are facing becomes almost unbearable for some of you. This is not just a dragon. This is something that was forged in the heart of darkness. It is an antithesis of what you have stood for. He is going to do all of his attacks against you, Connor.
Oh, motherfucker.
Actually, hold on a minute.
She's looking at a sheet. That's not good.
I wrote it down!
I'm glad all of our brains went to the same place, you guys.
We're such nerds.
Fucking shit, Lord. I done 18 hits you.
That is my AC.
Fuck.
That's from not being afraid. He's mad now.
You take 12 points of piercing and 10 points of necrotic as it chomps down on you. And that's going to make its 2 claw attacks. First one's a natural 1.
Yes.
And the second one, that is a 30 to hit.
But being a king, don't I get special dispensation about being hit?
He has diplomatic immunity.
Oh, fuck
Diplomatic
you!
immunity.
Diplomatic community.
That is... I can't read my own fucking writing! The fuck is the matter with me?
Sure, I didn't write it.
Shut your mouth. That is 13 points of slashing damage
That's not that bad.
as it roars and laughs. My grandsire will rise again. Professor, it is your turn. You are still frightened.
So that means I just can't move closer to it.
Nope, but you're ranged anyway.
Well, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with this. Like, well, of course I'm frightened. Velethriel, it's a dragon. Just... fireball.
Okay. It fails, so it's going to use one of its legendary resistances.
Good
That is
for-
not my pencil. You laughing at me, motherfucker? So it's... Okay. As you unleash a fireball, you watch it illuminate the scales, and it almost seems to swallow the light of the fire as you hit it. And you move all the way back there.
Yes.
Noted. Rael, it is your turn.
Ah, goody. I can't move any closer. That's fun. I'm really glad that Guiding Bolt has 120 feet then.
Does Professor get to roll for the fear thing, or did that happen already?
Yeah, you can roll for fear.
At the end of your turn?
At the end of your turn, you can roll against fear.
Okay.
Oh,
Nope.
Nope.
That marked off. That should be marked off. Let's go ahead and do a Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Okay.
Yay! All the spells. Roll 20, don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck you! Seriously? Oh my god, I can't roll above a 10, you guys. That's an 11.
No, that does not hit, unfortunately.
Nope, we're going to the badass die. That's it. Okay. Got... Oh god. trying to decide if I should just burn all my inspiration now. In case you guys need it.
I wish I didn't have 600 million fucking things in my library.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so it's, 60 feet? So you're all gonna be able to hear her, but it's Ari, Talmar, Arendir, and Professor. You all get a D8. Actually, it is an 8.
Woot. Thank you.
And she's just gonna look around at all of you guys. Smile, my friends, for there are shadows about the edges of our vision. Let them see just what it is that causes the light in all of us to flicker against the howling winds of night and refuse to sputter out. For we are all candles and bonfires of light. The heat of our actions, the flame of our voices, the inferno of our hearts will lift ever higher and burn ever brighter. We few, we happy few. Now let's give them one hell of a story for my colleagues to tell.
Woo!
Damn.
I'm done.
Dude, the music picked up at the perfect moment for that.
That was hot.
And dude, your microphone was even like working perfectly down that too.
I sort of, I have to give a little bit of inspiration on that one to Shiarza.
Oh, Talmar, that must hurt deeply.
It really kind of does, because I wanted to position myself one further up, but she said I couldn't. Fuck.
Alright. That's your turn, Ryo?
That's gonna do it.
Legendary action.
I knew that was coming.
Motherfucker.
Oh, fucking delightful.
Connor, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Here comes the tail!
Dexterity saving throw. That is
That was a lot of dice.
3. That's a 17.
You fail.
Oh shit.
Motherfucker.
As you are knocked off your feet as he starts beating his wings. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are now considered prone.
Oh no, I only have 80 feet of movement.
I know, it's like, of all the people to get knocked prone.
I can only zip around this dragon a bunch of times.
And he's going to move here.
But you can't attack him.
Oh well.
And now he's
No.
over here.
It takes all the sadness about not being able to attack him away.
Talmar, it is your turn.
Well, he's 50 feet away, so I'm gonna use my action to boop over here. And I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite, and that is going to be my turn.
Connor! Yes, roll. Okay, since we've gotten back to the top of the round, anybody who was stricken with dragon fear, if you haven't rolled wisdom, roll wisdom.
Oh, that's your probation.
I haven't gone yet since then. Should I still roll or wait till my turn?
Yes.
Where the fuck?
Wait till your turn.
Okay.
Wait, what are we doing?
I'm so. Okay, so
Nope,
who's gone
15.
since. Okay. Let's
So the
see.
professor's rolled for his. Rael just. Sorry, I need to shut off the invoice.
No, I appreciate it because I am so not here. Rael can roll. Talmar made it, so he doesn't need to.
Yeah,
No, Rael just failed again.
Alright, so
That's
Rael is
15 beats it.
still. No, it does not, unfortunately. So, Connor, we're back up at your turn.
Alright, so we're gonna get up. And just spitting blood, just like. This isn't going well. Fuck. We're going to get back at its face. Alright, 3 attacks. Better die this time. That's a 14!
Does not hit, unfortunately.
That's
Oh
a
my
30.
god. Oh my god!
I think that one might hit.
And that one is a 21.
That also hits.
Action surge, 2 more swings.
Rah, rah.
That is a 22
Hits.
and a 21.
Hits.
Okay. Thank you, Bone Die. You failed me once.
Never again.
Never again. Alright, so that's 4 out of the 5 shots hit. D12 plus 10. So that is 13 points of bludgeoning on the first shot.
Okay.
I get to reroll ones. I fucking rolled another 1! That's 11 points of bludgeoning on the second shot.
Okay.
18 points of bludgeoning on the third shot.
Okay.
And 21 points of bludgeoning on the fourth shot.
As you lay into him after spitting up blood, you watch as your maul, not nearly as black as this dragon, starts smashing into it. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3. You watch as there's sort of cracks in the scales of this dragon where you're hitting it. Almost as if breaking a mirror surface.
Oh, and since I'm not going to use that, I take... Okay.
Alright. Corin, it's your turn.
How's everyone doing on health?
I am at...
Fine.
I'm fine.
Alright, then I'm gonna move up to him. Because I want to conserve my spells for healing, because we're gonna need it.
Especially if that seal breaks.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna attack him.
Okay.
Do I have advantage for flanking or no? Because he's too big.
He's a little too big to flank, unfortunately.
Damn dragon!
Man, them dragons. They're such a pain in the butt.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. As you swing out trying to hit it, the fire of Palor burning in your heart, you wish to see this abomination cleansed from the land. Is there anything else you want to do?
Oh, wait a second. Actually, I do hit, because I rolled a 9 plus 11 because of my mace of 1,000 sacrifices, so...
20 hits.
Oh, fucking thank God. Because I forgot that the mace of 1,000 sacrifices has a +1 to hit.
He?
Oh, I mean, it's actually +2. But anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a +2, so that makes I thought.
Roll your damage then, my dear.
I'm going to use Divine Strike,
Okay.
which is just a thing I can do on reactions. It's a D8 of radiant damage.
Okay.
So 3d6 for my my mace. I rolled fucking 12 bludgeoning damage and 3 radiant, plus another. That's a d10. Or my d8s. 2 radiants. So.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I don't think so.
Kaladin, it's your turn. Morgan.
Awkward.
Morgan.
I'm talking.
There we go.
I
Hi.
can hear you.
I was
We
putting
hear you
it
now.
on. Okay.
Oh. God damn it. Stupid
It's-
connection to keep you here.
Can I try to shake the fear at the top on my turn, or does it have to be at the end?
At the end of each turn,
Okay.
you could try to get up. Try to move around. It's up to you.
Yeah, there's not a lot I can do because any place I want to go is towards it. Fuck my ass. How about there? Why not? Alright, that's my turn. Yeah, and we'll see if I get hit this round, because otherwise I drop rage. Alright.
Alright, it is
and
your
I can
turn.
Try and shake the fear.
Yep.
That's a 3, so that's not gonna work.
I'm gonna move closer. Sorry, guys. That's as far as I can get on my little halfling legs. Yay! I've forgotten that 5 feet of movement is like such a bitch. And then I'm just gonna look at it and go, Bahamut, guide me and guide my hands as I cast Flame Strike on the dragon.
Okay.
So it needs to make a saving throw, please.
Which one?
It needs to make all of them. It needs to make all the saving throws. It needs to make a dex saving throw.
What's the DC?
It's really low. It's a 13.
Oh, you precious cinnamon roll! I want to love you forever.
I'm so wise, you guys.
I rolled a 14. Oh. Oh, this just is sad. Oh, you're just breaking my heart here.
It's fine. I'm so wise. I've still got to get all my dice out though because I didn't actually think about this. I've got D8. That's not what I need. There we go. It still takes 6, 10, 13, 15. 15 fire half. And 12, 16, and 19 radiant half.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to do?
You're gonna say no, but I'm gonna say it anyway. As a bonus action, could I throw my empty bottle at, like, Kel? No?
Empty bottle?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
If
Do
it's an
damage.
Oh,
To give
Yeah.
you damage! No, because
You know what?
I'm fucking smart, you guys.
Yeah, no, you know what? Roll an attack. Roll ranged attack.
Oh yeah, I'm super awesome at that. Well, it's a 15.
Kel, what's
That
your armor class?
Doesn't hit.
Yeah, the
Wait, is
bottle-
she brown?
No.
Weird.
So the bottle smashes harmlessly next to Kel.
I tried, you guys.
Almost.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend more time learning that.
Legendary action.
Motherfucker.
It's a dragon!
Fuck your dragon.
Whoa.
Oh my.
No yiffing the fucking dragon in my goddamn game!
Yippee.
What is it with everybody wanting to yip dragons?
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
I need
I'm gonna buy a dragon dildo now.
I
Corin,
have something
Telmar,
like
and Connor to make dex saves.
Ugh. Dex saves. That's a natural 1.
Oh my
Fuck.
god.
Oi, Tamar, you gotta make a save too.
Oh yeah,
So does
shit.
Corin.
Got it. It's pretty good. 21.
Eh.
22.
Okay, so Corin, Talmar, you make it, so you take half damage and you are not knocked prone. Connor, I'm sorry.
Fucking hate this dragon.
This dragon's an asshole. So you guys, so Connor, you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. Talmar and Corin, you take 9 as it flies up and around and boop.
Motherfucker.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Fuck. Arendir, it is your turn.
Do I get a chance to attack it or do you poop away?
You guys can do an attack of opportunity as it gets up to fly away if you want.
Hooray.
I can't.
suck radiant damage.
Nope.
No.
Let me double check to make sure that Divine Strike doesn't take up my reaction. Nope, never mind. You just do it when you hit on your turn. Okay.
Oh, I missed.
Okay.
I only rolled 17. I rolled a 6.
You both miss as it flies up overhead. Arandir, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to expend 2 charges on my Ring of Shooting Stars and cast Ball Lightning at it, so he needs to make a DC 15 Dex save.
That is a modified 20.
Alright, I think it still takes half damage. Let me double check. I guess it doesn't say. It just says on a failed save the creature takes damage, so I guess nothing happens then, right?
Yeah, if it doesn't say it takes half damage on a save, then
It doesn't take any damage.
And you
Okay.
missed. Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. So now I think I'm too far from R8. R8, yep. So I'm just gonna use a DM Inspiration to roll.
okay.
What is it? What was it? Wisdom, right?
Is wisdom saving throw, yes.
That is a 22.
You make it.
Sweet.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I can dash as a bonus action because now the Unearthed Arcana thing is actually useful. So I'm gonna just like run in a like
A viscerally direction.
yeah like over.
Are you
the-
zigzagging?
Serpentine,
Yeah, I
serpentine.
serpentine.
Please don't serpentine that close to the dragon.
Serpentine, serpentine.
Yeah.
Wait, do we not know where Fioriel is?
Where is Fioriel? Because if Fioriel is where we aren't, then she is totally open to the dragon now.
Is it ship by the thing?
That square
Yeah.
is where she is.
What square? I'm sorry.
All
Up
the.
and
By the portal.
Okay.
You have the turn order hiding it.
Oh, hooray! Fuck you, turn order. Sorry, I had. Whoa,
You can tell it's her
double.
because I love her so much.
Hooray!
All
I
right.
had a panic moment.
It's turn, and I love you all.
Here comes the breath weapon.
Oh. Ari, Keladin, Connor, Talmar, Corin, I need deck saves.
You're within 10 feet of me, so you get a +4.
And please write them out in chat so I can see them because
And also, a bunch of us got inspired by Rael.
Yes, you fucking did.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna add my 8, so that's a modified 20.
an 8 from what?
The inspiration, I
inspiration.
got from.
That's right. So put your actual modified things in there.
What save was this nigga?
Dex.
Oh, shit.
Dexterity.
Unfortunately, Corn, you're not close enough.
I've sent it.
I mean, it's not too bad.
Okay.
I'll just roll it outside.
Oops, sorry.
Connor, aren't you close enough to get a?
That would be a whopping 3, which would be a 6 plus 4 is 10.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, Connor.
All right. Connor fails. Talmar fails. Corin fails.
Motherfucker.
Kel and Ari make it.
20 fails.
I
Jesus.
love you guys.
It's okay. If you kill us, we'll be alright.
We've got healers.
Corn's still up, so you can res us.
Connor,
Yep.
Talmar, Corin, 65 points of necrotic damage.
Alright, I'm still up.
Oh, fuck!
I'm down
So
to
here's the
17.
question. If I'm dropped to 0, am I instantly killed because of necrotic?
That's a yes.
What the fuck? Why was there a huge drum beat right there?
The face you just made.
Fuck!
Oh my god.
It was a glorious death.
Fuck you. Death is not glorious with us.
All I want to do is I
No
want
way.
to like stand there with just the armor shredded and just hold up a hand and just smile and just fall.
No.
No.
You're not gonna stay down. Or does Revivify not work on people who've taken necrotic death?
That's the question if Snickett's going to be running Mercer's rituals rules.
I'm
Honey, it's okay.
It's the dice. It's not your fault. I'm okay with this. It's D&D.
Is this how you felt?
Yeah, it's awful.
This is the worst. I'm sorry. I will say this. You all will be able to cast Revivify if you can get to him. It's not completely perma. There's still a chance as you watch as this dragon exhales this breath of death and darkness, and it washes over you, buffeting you all. And you all take it, falling back a bit, and you watch as Connor is blown backwards. But there is a smile on his face, his armor tattered as he falls to the ground, completely still, motionless, as one last breath leaves his body. That is the end of his turn. Professor, it is yours.
I raise my hand and I cast Magic Missile. That's a horrible roll, but thank you. That's all I can really do. And then I'll make a save against my fear.
Did you get inspired, just in case? I don't remember.
I did get inspired. I don't know what the DC is. Just add 8 to that, I guess.
You make it.
Okay. That's, yeah, I can't do anything else.
Ryle, it's your turn.
Okay, so with Fear, since he moved closer to me, do I have to back up?
You can't willingly move closer to him.
So, no, you just
Okay.
can't go towards it.
Okay. Oh, dear gods. She is just going to scream at this thing. You do not leave this cavern alive.
He is going to burn another one of his legendary resistance.
Damn it!
He's down to 1.
Fortunately, that's the only 5th level slot I had.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I'm gonna roll a wisdom save here in a second. But, oh, shit. I really want to get the fuck away. Yeah, I'm gonna back up. I don't like being that close at all. And that ought to do it. Let me make my wisdom save. Okay, that's better. That's a 23.
You make it.
Okay.
Talmar, it is your turn.
Okay, so because seeing what I just saw to Connor, I'm going to immediately go right over to him. Did I lose control of him? What? I don't have control of my token anymore.
Did you make sure you didn't have the
There it
ruler
goes.
tool highlighted?
No, I didn't have it highlighted. It was just being weird. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to pull a diamond out of my pack, and I am going to cast Revivify.
As you run over, limping, you fumble into your pack and find the diamonds that have been sitting in there. You take them out, you put them onto Connor's chest, and you pray to Bahamut, the platinum dragon, the light. You bring it forward, and you manage to cast your senses out, and you feel Connor's spirit not too far, and you manage to keep him there. He is going to be in stasis until after the battle, which we will do a ritual like Mercer does.
Okay, so basically I stabilized him.
He's stabilized, and he's not the Revivify is,
So he's out of the battle though.
He's out of the battle.
he's
though.
out of the battle.
Okay. Is a lay on hands a bonus or a full action?
It is a full action.
Motherfucker. Can't even touch myself.
God damn it.
Thank you for that, Kyle.
Can I do
I got you.
anything?
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you, Tamar.
Motherfucker, Cure Wounds is also a full action.
I got you, Tamar.
Okay,
Come
Well-
closer to me.
I didn't roll a wisdom saving throw to see if that broke my concentration for Shield of Faith. That hit.
Yes.
So let me roll that really fast. If it does, I'm going to cast that again.
Oh my god. What's the DC for that even?
It's either 10 or half the damage. Which I don't remember if you succeeded or failed.
I failed that.
He
saving
failed.
throw.
So 65 was the full damage.
So I need to make a 32.
Yeah.
This will be good.
Roll that 20.
It's Constitution.
Is it Constitution? Oh,
Constitution.
Yeah, it's
that's,
con.
Yeah.
Oops. That's worse.
Nope. Small box.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast that again. Divine Shield.
Okay.
Woo, where'd it go? On myself, obviously.
Karin, it's your turn.
Or Shield of Faith, I'm sorry.
So, will healing Connor do anything?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
This is something we will handle after
That's
the
all I need.
battle's done.
I got this. Okay. So I'm going to use Preserve Life. Which, hold on 1 second.
But do we need preserve life? What's preserve
Me,
life?
I'm at 16.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
I
at
thought that was a
17,
different spell. Never mind.
No, it gives a bunch of hit points
Yeah,
out.
that's-
Tamar, you're really low, right?
Yeah, I'm at 17.
Okay, we're basically the same. So I'm gonna give. So it's shit. What the fuck? 5 times the number of my cleric level. So
45.
40. 45.
Yeah, 45.
Yeah.
Double nine, bud.
So I will give. I'll give Talmar. Third. No, I'll give Talmar 20, and I'll give myself 25.
Thanks, bud.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to... Did anybody else get hit?
Just me.
I
and
did,
Tari.
but I'm at 82.
Okay. I'm going to cast a healing word at first level on myself, which is
Okay.
max.
y-
Max
you're
healing,
in range-
because he is right within in 30 feet, luckily. So, that's my turn. Wait, I want to move closer to the dragon.
Helen, it's your turn.
I'm still scared of it. I'm gonna run back and boop Chalmar. There's 5. There you go.
Booped and booped. What? Oh, yeah. Dirt.
And we're gonna use some DM advantage to see if we can break this fucking fear. So 19, and that's a 17.
You make it.
Thank fucking Christ. Alright, that's my turn.
Ari, it is your turn.
I'm first gonna hold my holy symbol and see if I hear Bahamut.
High or low?
High? Because it's this
Always
group.
high.
Even Ari has to go high.
That was a 99.
Wow.
That's pretty
Damn.
high. 420.
You feel the radiant presence of Bahamut as he surrounds you, this platinum light filling your chest. You feel warmth, and suddenly the darkness of this cave doesn't seem so strong anymore.
I bonus action cast mass healing word for that is 1d4. 4 plus 1 5. Everybody within 60 feet of me gets 5 hit points, you guys. And then I'm going to use my action and just look at the creature and go, you won't take my friends. And then I'm going to change shape.
What? Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Christina, you bumped me up to 69. Thanks.
Jesus Christ. So you watch as the halfling you've come to know, her form starts to shift, to change. Christina, if you would like to tell them what you change into.
My legs get longer and scalier as I transform into an adult silver dragon.
Yes!
What?
Chris!
I love it.
Holy fuck.
My God.
I'm very careful not to squish Corin because I'm very big.
How big are you?
Adult? Like, is it 40 to 60?
Corin is
Remember
climbing
it.
on your back. I am being a dragon rider in one of these games, you guys.
You know, I for some fucking reason don't. So you would be considered
Large.
Would you be considered large or this big?
Yes, I believe
Awesome.
so.
You watch as Ari's form drops, turning that into an adult silver dragon.
Guys, the token. We should have known.
Yeah.
Damn, we're dumb.
Aaron Deer, it is your turn.
Alright, now I need to check a spell description. Alright,
well now you're too close to it for that, so I'm just gonna move. And then from there, I will shoot it twice. First one is a 23 to hit.
Hits.
And I will colossally slay it. Oh, nice. 12. Oh man, odd numbers. Why do you exist?
So we can play D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, it's its turn next.
So 24 points on the first one.
Okay.
And then I will make a sharpshooter shot on the second one.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yes.
Fuck yes, Aaron Deere. Fuck yes.
Sploosh.
Fucking wreck his day.
Alright, so that is 16 plus 6, 22 plus 17. 22 plus 17 is 39. 39. There we go.
Is that doubled?
Yeah, that's the doubled one. It's 39.
The first and second shot you watch as it pierces into his hide. There are scales cracking and falling. The darkness seems to shrivel and curl up from the wound. Aaron Deere, you feel a warmth in your hands as you hold your bow. This artifact, this Dawn's Grace, and you watch as it slowly starts to glow, a bright, radiant light.
Fuck.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Fuck, that's fucking awesome, though.
So since I haven't used my bonus action, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna dash since I can do that now.
Okay.
And I'll be like, "Holy shit, Fiorio!"
No more breath weapons, please.
Does not recharge.
Yes.
I would be fucked.
I didn't even
Yeah,
realize.
me and you would be fucked.
I didn't even realize I got in the line with you guys. That was a mistake.
Yeah, that was quite a mistake.
Going to move up here, and it's going to do its attacks against Ari and Corin.
Corin, why'd you move
It's
out?
going to bite at Ari and do 2 claw attacks against Corin.
Bring it!
The bite is a 29 to hit.
Me? Yes.
That's 14 points of piercing damage and 4 points of necrotic. As it bites down into you, you feel these black teeth dig into your silver scales and watch as it recoils and brings down 2 claws against Corin. First one is a 25 to hit.
That is.
You take 12 points of slashing damage. The next one is a 22 to hit.
Hits.
That is 16 points of slashing damage. As it just starts to claw and bite, rend, and tear. But you can see in its eyes there's a little bit more desperation that wasn't there before.
I see inspiration that wasn't there before.
Professor, it's your turn.
How much do you have left, by the way, Corin?
I'm at like 41. So like not too horrible, but still kind of. Yeah.
I cast Fireball.
He burns his last legendary resistance. But he is starting to look rough around the edges. The fire burning away at the darkness, taking scales and turning them into ash. there anything else you'd like to do, Professor?
No, I'm gonna stay right there. I can't really. Well, no, I'll stay right here.
Rael, it is your turn.
Okay. Shit. I know, there's just no good way around that. Alright, I'm just gonna aim a second level guiding bolt at it.
Okay.
No, you know what? I'm gonna do third level, and I'm gonna do it with DM inspiration.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank crap. That's a modified 20.
That hits.
Okay, so 6d6.
How much?
Hang on, rolling it right now. And the next attack roll against it has advantage. Yeah, not bad.
All right. As I rub my hands together.
10, 20 to 25.
Yes,
5
ma'am.
radiant, and the next attack has advantage.
Alright. Tamar, it is your turn.
Okay. He is 30 feet away from me. I'm going to go ahead, since my thing is so fucked up, move into range. I am going to attack him twice, and I am going to use 2 level 2 divine smites on it if the first one hits.
I also believe your Thunderous Smite's still up.
Yes, it is.
Probably not after that damage from the breath attack, though.
Oh, good point, actually.
Alright,
Yeah,
well
it's
you
not
still
up there.
have you still have your Divine Smite that you can do.
Yeah. And that's the first attack.
Okay.
That is the second attack.
Second one misses.
Okay.
First one does hit.
So I'm only I used the second divine smite, but it's still on my blade. So let me roll my radiant damage. 48. Alright, so that's gonna be 9 slashing and 25 radiant damage.
First hit manages to cut in deep, and you watch as black ichor just starts to fall as you cut up from the joint where his forearm meets his chest, digging in, getting dangerously close to his heart. Florin, it is your turn.
I can do 2 things. I can either try to kill it, or I can try to send it back to use banishment to send it back to its plane.
Kill it.
Okay. I'm gonna use Flame Strike.
Alright.
It has to make a dex save DC 18.
Baby, come here.
No.
I want you to see. No, I want you to see this.
For one.
What'd I roll? 1. I rolled a natural 1. He's out of legendary resistances. Roll that damage.
Fuck
Yes.
his life.
Okay.
I wanted Kyle to see it to bear witness to that. I legit rolled that.
That's amazing.
So, 4d6 fire damage and 4d6 radiant damage.
Yep.
Ah, Spoon.
17 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Oh, I just got that. I am Liam, you guys.
You are.
16 fire.
Corin, how do you want to do this?
That's right.
You killed my friend, and now I'll send you back to hell!
You feel the burning in your heart, the rage, the grief, and you funnel it into a call to Palor to strike this abomination from this world, to wipe him off the face of creation. And you watch as this divine pillar of fire and light descend down and carve a hole into it. You watch as it takes out his chest cavity. You hear him scream. The cavern walls shake as it falls to the ground, dead. Felothem the Blighted is no more.
I run over to Connor.
Yeah, I assist.
Yeah.
His soul currently in limbo between living and dead. The Revivify spell has him suspended. We are now going to do a skill challenge. Who wants to bring what to the table?
I'd like to bring something.
I would as well.
I do too.
Professor.
I just sort of walk up to the body. Where's the maul?
It's right by his side.
Wait, is his hand on it?
His hand is curled up next to it, as if trying to reach for it one last time.
I put it into his hand, and I just sort of look at him. I'm like, we do not have time for this, Connor. Is this all that the King of Talren is? I believe you are more than this. And it's time you prove it. Get up. Fight for your country. Fight for this world. You had an honorable death, and now you can come back to have another. Get up, Talrenian, or I'm going to take all the glory.
Professor, what would this be? What would Mercer have it do?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Roll persuasion for me.
Rolling persuasion.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go. I'm going to take Connor's free hand, the one that's not holding his maul, with my left hand, and put my right hand on his forehead. I'm gonna tell him, "Come back to the light. We need you. You were not meant to die this day."
Roll a charisma check for me. Not save, check. Okay.
I step up with and I put my mace in a loop by my belt. And I take out from my pack my old warhammer that I used to use before I got my Mace of Disruption, and kind of what I started with this whole thing with. And I put the shaft of it in the dirt, and I say, we might not have started this together, but when you said you could be king, when you said that you could make the Blackmaw follow you, I knew you could, because you were like me. You were like someone who was from nothing, but you could make something of yourself, be better. But you have to be better now. because we need the king. And I take my warhammer and I slam it with the pick side down into the dirt next to Connor. And if I could, I'd like to make an attack roll for this.
Roll an attack roll for it.
Nice.
You all call out to Connor, your voices echoing in the room. Silence. As your combined voices, like a light in the dark, calling Connor home, that you need him, that this is not a journey you can take without him, that you need not the king of Telren, but their friend, their brother at arms. I'm taking a picture of this.
Wait, I want to see. Oh.
Fine, come here.
Yes. That's fortunate.
My dice are funny.
The dice have a funny working out like that.
I rolled a natural 20.
Of course you did. That's amazing.
Yeah, I watched you do
So
it
Connor
too.
can choose if he wants to come back or not.
Standing amongst fields, pain gone, family beckoning him home. Hearing your calls, knowing that the job's not done. He sits up, and who's in front of him?
Well, I had my hand in yours, and my hand was on your forehead, so probably me.
I'm standing at your feet, staring at you, like staring down at you.
And I'm on the side of you with a warhammer and slammed to the dirt.
A hand shoots up, grabbing Talmar by the throats.
Of course.
Why? Why?
Because the world needs you, and the job isn't done.
Fuck that, we need him.
Get up, King of Telren. The job is not done.
Not done. You are one of us.
Or do you want Isla Nura to take all the glory?
Connor, as you come to, as you bolt upright, as you return to your body, you hear a voice in your ear, echoing, fading, soft. A voice you have not heard in a very long time. It is your wife. She tells you, we will be here for you, watching. Go. For us. Please. I love you.
Death is lighter than a feather. Duty heavier than a mountain. Fuck. One last time. One last try.
Like, seriously, you guys, like, it went all quiet when he went.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
With that done, the magic snaps. And Connor, your friend, once again returned to life.
I go over to Furia.
I helped Connor up with Tamar.
Yes.
And I cast Preserve Life and give him 45 hit points.
Please don't attack me. I'm not evil.
That's Ari. Don't attack the other dragon.
I think most of us actually saw that, yeah.
I just need healing. I have spell slots left.
It's okay. I got myself. Heal the others.
Fiorio, Professor, is pale. She is shaking. There is blood running from her nose and her mouth. As she stands there, her eyes now almost looking like liquid silver with the magic flowing through her as she's feeding the wards. Her voice barely above a whisper. I need to finish it. Please give me room.
I give her a little bit of room, but I channel whatever power I can to her.
Make... You know what? Make an Arcana with advantage.
I take out one of the crystals that I have, and I just sort of focus on it.
I'll give her all of my spell slots if that helps. Is that something I can even do? Just drain everything I have to help?
You can take whatever you want from me. Yes.
Anything she needs.
Anything.
I love you all so very much. But please do not sacrifice yourselves for me. I am...
Oh, nonsense.
I will always sacrifice myself for you.
And you watch as there is a final burst of magic, and the wards seem to grow, to lengthen, to twist, to turn elegantly until the point where you watch as the portal slowly closes until it is but a seam and then seals itself, nothing more now than the wall of a cavern.
And Fiorio.
You watch as she staggers, her back up against the wall, blood still running from her nose and her mouth, and she waves you all off and says, I cannot hold this. Please, give me room. And she asks that you all step back.
Okay.
Please.
Please stand away from the gap.
I do not know if it will hold. Is Connor alright?
Connor is fine.
Connor's fine.
Good.
Do you want me to take them and go?
No. There is somewhere I want to take them after this. I will take them there, then back to Valandero. I cannot hold this for much longer. I taxed myself too much. And you all, as you all back up, you watch as Fiorio starts to slump forward on herself, muttering. And then you watch as her form starts to fold in on itself, and she laughs,
Jesus.
and she goes, It has been a while indeed. And you watch as her form shifts and grows to that of an ancient silver dragon. And she says,
Fucker.
I apologize for the deception. Allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Valasira, the Silver Lady.
Well, isn't this remarkable?
Fuck.
Are you alright, my lady?
It has been quite some time. And it's so good to see. With your permission, of course, I would like to teleport you to my lair, where you can rest and relax. There are things I would give you.
I'm gonna tell her, well, it's absolutely alright with me and Draconic.
I apologize.
We can't understand that.
I can. Don't worry about it.
You'll learn Draconic, don't worry. It's part and parcel.
Dragons can speak common, thank you very much.
Yes, we can. Thank you very much.
It's true, but I like speaking Draconic to people who know it.
It's rude, Talmor.
But I never get to say it to anybody.
You get to talk to me in it all the time.
But oh,
She sits there breathing heavily as she then takes a moment to reassert herself, and you watch as she shrinks back to the elvish-looking woman that you all know. I can take you back to Valendaryl if you wish, or to my lair.
To your lair, my lady.
You know, I'm pretty sure we've made jokes about you being a dragon.
I apologize for the deception, and I understand why you didn't want to trust me. I was keeping a secret, but please understand. Very few people knew.
I've always trusted you, Fioria.
I am always a servant of Bahamut. She bows her head. And with that, she gets you all together, and she casts teleportation. She casts teleport. As you all are suddenly out of this place of darkness, you find yourselves blinking against the light into this large white marble room. In the center, a large fountain, and all around there are bookcases full of books. The place smells heavy of vanilla. And you see suits of armor, you see weapons mounted on the walls, you see bits of treasure, of gems, of jewelry, you see historical artifacts perfectly preserved. Here is the lair of Valicira, the Silver Lady, otherwise known as Archmage Fioriel, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are ending for the night.
Can I just get in one little thing? One little thing?
One little thing.
I always knew you were part of the collective. In spirit, that is.
She has a hoard. She's been hoarding since she was young. And she is 1,200 years old.
Oh, shit. That explains that insight now.
Amazing.
That explains the insight. Yes, that's where you're like, I don't trust her. I'm like, yeah, she's keeping a secret, but it's not.
I knew something was hinky, god damn it.
Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Seriously, Snicket, I can't even believe how perfect